Hello, it's Wednesday, April 9th. Okay, listen up kids, because I'm about to teach you about my favorite animal, the octopus. Okay, octopuses are the coolest and baddest gangsters in the sea. And if they deemed the land worthy of their occupation, then they'd own the land too. They somehow managed to be beautiful, adorable, and terrifying at the same time. Okay, let's get this one out of the way first. It's octopuses, not octopi. Okay. The most correct way to say the plural of octopus is octopuses, which is decided by English grammar. The next most correct form of the word is octopodes, which is decided by Greek grammar since the word octopus came from Greek. Finally, there's octopi, which is a hypercorrection under the incorrect assumption that octopus comes from Latin, which it does not. You can still say octopi, but it's one of those cases where it's become so common to say it incorrectly that it just kind of became part of the language, like when people say snuck instead of sneaks, even though snuck is not technically a word. We just started using it so much that it kind of became one. This is one of those cases. Now I tell you this not because I actually care whether you say octopi, I really don't, but people love to try to correct me when I say octopuses because I talk about octopuses a lot, and they come in with their smart attitudes and are like, actually it's octopi. No, it is not. It is octopuses. Do not argue with me on this one. You will lose. I've done my research on this because it actually matters to me for some reason. So just don't do that. Okay, once you know how to correctly say the proper plural form of octopus, the next thing you gotta know is these things are so smart. Octopuses in captivity are known for getting really attached to their caregivers and getting all sad when they leave and getting all excited when they come back and even giving them hugs. Look at that! How cute is that? They're smart enough to have their own individual personalities. Also, they are famous for being impossible to keep in captivity because they are really good at escaping. They can open locks, they can twist open lids, they can push open latches, like, it's ridiculous. Plus, as a lot of people know, they don't have any bones. They just have like this little parrot-like beak, so they can squeeze through any space that their beak can fit through, which means if there's just like even the tiniest hole in the exhibit or the tank or whatever they're in, they will get out. And they will get out because they love to explore, because they get bored. Okay, listen to this one. Many marine labs have taken to closing the tanks where the octopuses are kept with precisely fitted lids and padlocks since the octopuses were able to open everything else. The octopuses then tended to go on a nightly wander. Many simply went into the fish and crustacean tanks to go hunting, but a few seemed to be more interested in exploration. The first people in the mornings had to do an octopus count and then check for missing ones crammed up underneath desk drawers and in the backs of bookshelves. Okay, and there was this octopus at the Monterey Bay Aquarium named Otto, who used to get really annoyed at the light that was shining into his exhibit, so he figured out how to open his lid and then squirt water at it so that it would fizzle out, which was a real problem because then it would short circuit all the lights and heaters in the tanks, which meant that other animals would die. Poor Otto was getting bored because the aquarium was closed for the winter, so he kept finding other ways to entertain himself, including juggling hermit crabs. Like actually juggling hermit crabs. And also he would just like take rocks and throw them at the glass because he wanted to get out and he was super bored. So they had to like keep finding new toys to put in his tank so that he wouldn't start destroying everything. And even then, sometimes when he would bored, he would just like rearrange everything in the tank, which really threw off all the other animals living in there because he'd just like take their home and be like, I'm gonna put you on the other side of the tank now. Okay, but he was juggling hermit crabs. Like, that is so cool. Okay, and I'm gonna have to end it there for today because I've got like 10 more minutes of footage and this video is already more than 4 minutes long, so I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. Okay, bye.